Hello everyone, welcome to PNN, Plaza Homes YouTube channel. My name is Haruka Haze from Plaza Homes. We provide a wide variety of information on living in Japan for expats. Today we have our guest, Ms. Eri Hayashi, the President of Tokyo Lease Corporation.
Hi everyone, thank you for having me.
Ms. Hayashi, the issue of climate change is of a great concern to many of us. Among many other things, it also causes more powerful typhoons.
I know how devastating the effect of the climate change can be. In 2019, Typhoon Faxai blew off the roofs and walls of my farmhouse in Chiba Prefecture.
That's awful.
When I came into the house, I was so shocked. I realized we are already affected by the climate change, but we need to do something and search for the answers. And I came across the lifestyle of the city of Edo. In terms of sustainable lifestyle, we can learn a lot from Edo people.
Sounds interesting.
I will not only talk about sustainable Edo, but will also provide necessary historical context.
I am already excited.
In 1603, Tokugawa Ieyasu won the Battle of Sekigahara against Toyotomi Hideyoshi, and he established the Tokugawa shogunate in Edo, which we now call Tokyo. The Tokugawa shogunate continued until 1868. It was a quite long time. Economy was quite stable, and people enjoyed peaceful lives, because there was not much war, but Tokugawa shogunate was very strict about the trading policy. They were not allowed to have the import and export from to other countries. The only place allowed to do the trading was a small island called Dejima, which is located off Nagasaki in Kyushu area. So the people in Japan had to be self-sufficient and made use of possible things they already had, and there were many traders who helped them recycle. The used clothes market was very popular, because for commoners kimono was very expensive. When kimono was worn out, they were never thrown away. They were recycled, and if too worn out to be recycled, they were cut into small pieces and used as floor cloths. And if the floor cloth was too worn out, they were burned to ashes, but they were never thrown away. Look at this really interesting job which we cannot find nowadays. Ash buyer. Hi guy. They bought ash from the homes, and they sold ash to the farmers, because farmers used ash as fertilizer. Ash was also used to dye fabrics and as detergent, because of the strong alkaline. And the paper was also precious. This is a profession called used paper buyer. They bought paper from the houses, and they also picked up the paper from the street, and it was collected and brought to the manufacturer to make recycled paper. At that time the paper was really expensive. So, in a Terrakoya, which is a temple school, there is a record that one arithmetic textbook was used for 109 years. We do not use a book for 100 years. Tinker, or a ikakeya. This is a profession to patch a hole of the pots, pans, and kettles. They even used broken porcelains, made it into one piece, using the melted glass powder as adhesive. Candle drip buyer. This is a very stingy profession, but candles were really expensive at that time. They shaved the drip of the candle, collected, and recycled the candles. Because Edo period was peaceful, the warriors, samurai did not have much opportunity to serve as a warrior, so they had to make money by repairing umbrellas. Umbrellas were made of the bamboo and paper. Tagaya is a profession to fix the hoop of the tubs, the barrels, and buckets. Tanga means this part, and this was mostly made of the skin of the bamboo, and here you can see the ring of the tanga. This is the printing of Katsushika Hokusai, quite famous, because inside the tub you can see Mount Fuji. Even human waste was recycled in Edo era. The farmers visited homes to buy human waste, and they paid money, or the vegetables they have grown. When walking a busy street, people had to be very careful not to bump to the farmer with a tub, because you would smell like the countryside perfume, which is manure. People in Edo were also frugal energy-wise. Farmers living in countryside had more abundant firewood, but in the city they had to save firewood, so they used small fire heating devices called hibachi and katatsu. Hibachi is this one, made of wood, and inside is iron linear. Kotatsu is a heating device made with table-shaped devices with futon on it, and inside there is a small hibachi. You may notice a cat on a kotatsu. They love heating, very cozy place of a house. My family also love playing mahjong on a kotatsu in winter time. The transportation was also sustainable. The land transportation was mainly done by the horse and the margo. Margo is a person who took care of the horses, and they were not allowed to go beyond their territory. You may notice that the horses are wearing the cute shoes. This is called waraji. Iron shoes were not available until the Meiji Restoration. Larger transportation was the transportation for the heavier items, like rice and sake. Boat with a wind power was used. This is a replica of the Benzai Sen. The luggage from the sailboat arrived to the port of Edo and transferred to the smaller boat called Takasebune. They were delivered up the river and canals, and to these various places like Edo Castle, on that other smaller boat. We can also see multiple here. The sustainable Edo period came to the end when the Commodore Matthew Perry, who came from the United States, and asked the Edo shogunate to open up the country to begin the trading with the United States. Japanese people have the history of not good at facing with Western people. That is what he is going to think, and Tokugawa shogunate went into turmoil. There were two big clans in Kyushu, Satsuma and Choshu. Choshu is in Honshu area, but they are very close. These two allies tried to force the Edo shogunate to return the power to the emperor called Meiji. So this is called Meiji Restoration. This person is trying to ceasefire without fighting the shogunate and transfer power to the emperor. So that was the end of the Edo period. The sustainable time was over, and after Meiji period, Japan opened the country to the Western world, and new technologies rushed in, like brick buildings, railways, steamboats, factories. The lifestyle of the people changed drastically, and the emission of CO2 from the fossil fuel, mainly at that time was coal, was drastically increased. Lastly, I would like to show you the picture of Tsukubai wash basin, which is in Yoanji Temple in Kyoto. This Tsukubai has 4 Chinese characters and a common part in the center. This part means mouth. This Chinese character means eye, and this Chinese character means only. This Chinese character means no, knowledge, and this Chinese character means foot, or enough. So altogether, it means I just know what enough is. This is the teaching of Zen. The people who are satisfied with what they have are rich, and the people who are not satisfied with what they have are poor, even if materially rich. We cannot live like the people of Edo. We cannot go back to the age of Edo, but the teaching of I just know what enough is still alive in the word Mottainai, or what a waste. If you would like to know more about Mottainai, please check the link for the article in the description box below. You can also access it by scanning this QR code. By making the most of what you already have, and treasure the nature and the forest, I believe we can reverse the climate change.
Thank you very much for watching it. I also hope that you will find a way to solve the climate crisis problem. Thank you.
Azubu Interior is a lifestyle furniture shop for expats. All items in the shop can be leased from Tokyo Lease Corporation. Affordable furniture, kitchenwares, linens, and gift items are for sale. Many original items from the US, Europe, and specially designed domestic items are available.
We offer a wide variety of properties for rent and sale, and provide property information in English. If you are interested in renting, leasing, buying, or selling real estate in Japan or in Tokyo, please check our website. We also run a website called Japan Living Guide, which provides living information. Thank you so much for watching. If you found today's video useful, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to our channel. Please hit the little bell button as well to get notifications of our upcoming videos. If you have any questions or thoughts, we would love to hear them in the comments too. See you next time!